Hi, this is Dr. Raja from Royal Multicare. Basically, I have done my MPT Ortho. With that, I have also done rehabilitation. With that, I am a yoga physician basically with the alternative medicine. I have handled nearly about more than 120 corporates all over India and world for online and offline guest lectures. So here I wanted to tell you things about a pain and problem, musculoskeletal, which is very common for IT and system users. I am going to reveal all secrets to be focused by you when you are working on the system. The commonest mistake what people does is RSI, repetitive strain injury. It means you are working in the system for more than 6 to 7 hours, the pain is increasing so badly. Maybe after evening, post evening, the late night, the pain is getting increased as the days goes on. The primary reason is because RSI, repetitive strain injury. For example, if I hold a mobile for more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I will feel comfortable. After 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, if I hold the same position, the pain is going to increase. Likewise, the same thing happens for neck. I will reveal all secret. First, you will have to keep holding in the chin position. This is the best decompression exercise you can give for cervical spine. Whenever you are working on the system laptop, your focus has to be like this, but not throughout. You should take a break of every 20 minutes, come back, stretch yourself, and again start your work. This is the first thing you will have to do when you are working on the system. That means second posture. The commonest problem people faces is upper cross syndrome. It means like this. This is the first mistake. Second mistake what people does is they are not resting the elbow. They are not resting the elbow because whenever they don't rest the elbow, the muscle of this particular area is called a trapezius, upper trapezius, which is getting overloaded. So what you have to do is just be on the rest position. Just push the system little forward, away, and put your elbow down and just work. If you in this position, the trapezius will be completely relaxed. This area will be relaxed. But whenever you don't support your elbow, the pain is going to come here. As the days goes on, the pain will start increasing. Even if you don't have a pain, please don't avoid this position, because after maybe 3 years, 5 years on the regular system usage, slowly you will start developing. By the time the cervical spondylosis changes, disc changes, degenerate changes, all pain is going to come. So start focusing on your neck, second posture. Second thing is retract position. Always work like this, not like this, because there's a muscle called pectoralis minor. When a muscle has got stiff or tight, this area of the muscle is going to become weak. That's called a retractors will go for weakness, which is called which is primary responsible for all neck pain, shoulder pain, everywhere. So keep this position. The head should be neutral. This mastoid process, this is a bone process called behind the ear. This is a mastoid process, has to be on the line with the acromion process. If it is like forward or backward, that is going to cause pain. The mechanical deformation happens. This is the second important secret. Otherwise, if your system is like this, if you are browsing like this, every 20 minutes stretch yourself. Otherwise, stretch yourself. Otherwise, do the stretches. Hold for, as per research, you can hold from 7 seconds to up to 12 seconds. Likewise, 5 to 10 times. But this should not be your exercises when you are working on the system. When you are browsing the system, this should be habitual. Like stretch, work, stretch, then work. This should become your habit whenever you are working on the system. Okay. Next, when you are working on the system, don't slouch. This is the primary reason for getting neck pain and back pain both together, because when you are working on the system, you are slouching. So when you slouch, what happens is that the middle portion of the spine, which is called the thoracic area, will be overstretched. By the time when you are overstretched, automatically the proximal and the distal component of the vertebrae, because all adjoint joint structures. So whenever the system goes, when the middle joint structure goes wrong, so this area is going to cause pain. So that is causing a low back pain and a neck pain. The fourth important secret is QL, the quadratus lumborum, which everyone has to know, because whenever you sit prolonged, the QL muscle is going to get overloaded, which is primarily responsible for all your problem. Because when the quadratus lumborum, which is primarily getting loaded when you sit prolonged. If you notice, I will display the photo here. Quadratus lumborum muscle, this muscle I will display on the screen. So this muscle getting overloaded when you sit prolonged. So just go to Google. This is homework today. Go to Google, browse for QL muscle, stretch the muscle, 3 variations, 15 seconds hold, likewise 3 to 5 times a day. daily in the morning. Whoever sits prolonged more than 2 to 3 hours, this muscle is getting loaded very badly, which is the primary responsible for causing all low back mechanical disorder, joint function, disc prolapse. Chances are very high. Even if you don't do lift heavy weight, you're not getting any injury, you're not getting any RTA, road traffic accident, nothing. But ultimately, without all these things, you're falling with all pain and problems. So this is a primary muscle causing pain when you sit prolonged. So stretch your quadratus lumborum muscle as much as possible, both daily, morning and evening. Sorry for the sound. So both morning and evening, before work and after work. If you have a pain, keep heat fermentation. If you are feeling comfortable, maybe post work, you can keep ice fermentation. If you have a pain, please keep heat fermentation before. If you are doing exercises, if you already have a pain, do heat fermentation. Wait for some few seconds, go on with the exercises. Then once you are done with the exercise, you can keep icing and take rest. Rest is the best treatment of choice for all your pain, musculoskeletal pain. Take for at least 2 to 3 days with the painkiller if possible. Go to any orthopedician. They will refer a medicine for you for a painkiller if required. Otherwise, just a heat fermentation on the cold on stretch is more than enough. The primary problem is because RSI, because you're sitting so long time. Take a break in every 20 minutes, come back again, you can start your work. Take a break in every 20 minutes. Saturday, Sunday, stretch yourself, go for a walk, take a break, have a good diet pattern. Whenever you are working on the system, nobody notice about the chair height and length of your body, length of the chair, length of the table or the laptop, length of the tablet you can adjust. But the way you sit matters a lot. If your chair is very low, obviously you're going to get overloaded here. When your table is very low, again you're going to be like working like this. So that is causing all mechanical pain and problem. See to that. Even for the eye, whenever you system or browser system, take a break at least. As per research, it says 15 times you will have to blink in every 1 minute. Eye blinking, which is not happening, which is causing dryness to the eyes and causing problem. There's a gland called Meibomian gland, which is responsible for oily secretion. When you don't blink, because of the out of interest, out of work, what you do, you fail to blink. So which is primarily responsible for causing pain and problem on the eyes and the strain on the eyes, which is causing the problem of a dryness and things. So start blinking. So remember, snooze yourself and start doing blinking. Okay, whenever you sit prolonged duration, chances of varicose veins even very high, because when the people get obese and the have you ever noticed why there's a tire only here, not on the wrist or not on the elbow region, not on the shoulder? Why the tire is getting formed here? Just because of long sitting, there's no much movement on the abdomen. So what you'll have to do is keep stretching, keep moving, keep activating, keep doing. Whenever you work on the system, always people think that they can do exercises only on the gym, on the yoga center, on the aerobics area, on the center of a place or play activity area. Nothing like that. Even when you're working on the system, you can keep moving. Let's just rotate, roll, stretch. You can activate, stretch, forearm stretches. The main important thing for all the pain and numbness on the wrist is CTS, carpal tunnel syndrome, which is the nerve which is passing by, called a medial nerve. When you compress, when the prolonged system browser or mouse users, the chances of getting compressed very high. There's a surgery called decompression surgery on the particular nerve. To overcome this problem, keep moving, keep stretching. Otherwise, use some towel, maybe turkey towel should be okay. Fold a towel, put the wrist on the towel, and you can browse mouse. So that is how you can do. You can avoid so many problems on both the wrists. You can use when you are working on the laptop or system. Keep the same towel and keep working. So this is keep stretching. Even do ankle toe movement. Put your leg. Never put the leg down. Use some footstool. Put the stool on the front. Place both your legs on the stool, by a stool. Not the big one, a small one where your leg only will support. I'll put the photo there. Okay, that is an important thing. And whenever you get a gap, daily bend forward for at least 25 times, so you can avoid so many mechanical problems on your back. So bend at least 25 times daily in the morning. Even if you have a pain, please be careful. Consult a nearby physician or a physiotherapist or an orthopedician. Then get the opinion. You can start. If you have a disc pain, you are not supposed to do forward bending. That might trigger your problem, and chances of getting the severity is very high. So take care of a proper opinion from people and start doing. Do ankle toe movements at least 400 to 500 times a day. At least minimum of 400, at least 100, at least 50. Start doing. Whenever you stand, raise your heel, stand on the toes, stretch yourself. take a break. Again, whenever you get a gap, just do this. If you want to avoid any forearm, if you already have a pain on the forearm, place your hands and stretch. Best position for bicep stretches. Triceps, you can do like this. Forearm, you can do like this. All the stretches can be 7 to 8 seconds. Likewise, 5 to 10 times. 7 to 12 seconds, up to 12 seconds. And whenever you stand, you can just stretch like this. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. Maybe 7 to 12 seconds, likewise 10 times, and try to touch the floor. No repeated jerks. Just hold this position at least, again same 7 to 12 seconds, maybe 5 to 10 times, at least 25 times for the back, and you can stretch both the sides. You can rotate on both the sides. Whenever you are getting up from the chair, immediately start doing stretch 2-3 times. This should become your habitual. It should not be exercise. Whenever you do exercise, people will always see something is going on. So never do that. So that should become your habitual. Okay. And you can also stretch your calf. This muscle to be stretched by everyone, and most of the people, this is called the secondary heart. This muscle is getting weaker. So the blood flow from the down is not pushing upwards, which is causing the retention of the blood flow. The stagnation happens, which is primary responsible causing of varicose veins. So keep doing this. Otherwise, just stretch like this. Have you ever noticed a medical college professor, they do like this always? Likewise, you need to stretch, put your ankle like this and move forward. This will stretch this area, the same rep, same number of counts, same time of hold. Okay. Likewise, just follow this exercise. This will help you a lot. With that, concentrate on vitamin D, because most of the people, they fail to go in sunlight. They fail to focus on the diet part. Cut down the meal after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Don't take any heavy foods during night time. Sleep for at least 6 to 7 hours, because body will regenerate. It will heal by itself if you take proper rest and sleep. Have a plenty of water, have a good diet pattern, avoid outside food, avoid non-veg. You can take non-veg, but still little, maybe weekly twice, depends on what you eat and what form of food you are eating. But take care of all these things. I have given a very basic instruction with the areas to be focused on the exercise and part. Maybe advanced stage or the second stage where you for the type A personality. The type A personality is where the system uses. I will give you a second stage of exercise to be followed. Thank you.